All right, let's try this again. Welcome back to Jammin' Sports, everybody. As we kick off a triple header here tonight, we'll start things off with the Bengals and the Saints. We'll have the Lions and the Packers after that, followed by the Texans and the Cardinals. All right, Evil Dead's got the Saints in this one. Braden Mann has got the Bengals in this one. And let's head on down to New Orleans for the Bengals and the Saints. Welcome into the Superdome, New Orleans, Louisiana. It's the Bengals and the Saints. And welcome into another NFL matchup here at Jammin' Sports on the Bayou. A couple of blocks over from Bourbon Street. Both teams looking to get back to the playoffs. They both missed the playoffs last season. Braden Mann has the Bengals and Evil Dead has the Saints in this one. And let's see who kicks off. It's going to be the Bengals. Luke Jones will kick. We're underway live from New Orleans. From the 5-yard line on the return, Garrett Walker over the 25 and out to the 28-yard line. And that's where New Orleans will have it, 1st and 10. Led by their starting quarterback, Peyton Hicks, in his 8th year out of Tennessee. Opening day and the first of the late afternoon games here at Jammin' Sports, the 4 o'clock games. Saints will start from their own 28-yard line. Hicks in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Hicks fakes the handoff, throws, dumps it off, and making the catch, number 84, that's Evan Ferguson, the rookie out of Utah, the tight end down to the 35-yard line, and he got shaken up on the play. He'll go to the sideline. First play as a pro, he gets sent to the sideline. A gain of 8, though. It'll be 2nd and 2 for the Saints at their own 35. Just underway, live from the Louisiana Superdome in New Orleans. The first of 3 games here on this Friday night. In the I formation, Hicks under center on 2nd and 2. Hicks hands off to Wilder, and James Wilder picks up a couple of yards, maybe a yard, out to the 37-yard line. It'll be a 3rd and 1. James Wilder in his 8th year out of Tennessee. That'll bring up 3rd and 1 for the Saints. New Orleans comes out in the I formation. Hicks under center. Hicks to Wilder, trying to get outside, and Wilder gets taken down at the 35, a loss of 2 yards. On the tackle, the linebacker, Logan Harris, in his 3rd year out of Texas Tech. And the Saints go 3 and out on their opening drive, and they'll have to punt. Jordan Finch will come on to punt. Finch in his 7th year out of Auburn gets the punt away. And that'll be fielded and fair caught at the 23-yard line by Darius Odom, the rookie out of Illinois. Starting quarterback, the former New York Giant, William Rogers, in his 9th year out of South Carolina. Rogers spent 8 years with the Giants. He led them to back-to-back NFC East championships over the last 2 seasons. But he was a free agent, and he decided to go to Cincinnati. Max Johnson, their starting quarterback from last season, is now the backup. So let's see how Rogers does as a Bengal. 1st and 10 from their own 23. Rogers back to throw on first down. Throws underneath and caught by Isaac Curtis out to the 31-yard line. Gain of 8. The 9th-year receiver out of the University of Washington. And that'll bring up 2nd and 2. Four wide for the Bengals. Rogers in the shotgun on 2nd down. Rogers drops back. Rogers throws, and it's dropped. Kedrick Mosley, the 10th-year receiver out of Eastern Washington, dropped it. And that'll bring up 3rd and 2 for Cincinnati. 6:27 left to play in the first quarter, no score. The Saints went 3 and out. This is the Bengals' opening drive. On 3rd and 2, 4 receivers set wide. Rogers play action. Throws. Caught on the dead run by Ryder Hicks, the rookie out of Oregon. And Hicks, a gain of 22 yards. First down, Bengals. Ryder Hicks, their first-round draft pick out of the University of Oregon, the former Oregon Duck. 1st and 10 from the 48-yard line. Bengals on the move. 4 receivers set wide. Rogers in the shotgun. Rogers back. Throws, and he threw it at the feet of Isaac Curtis. Incomplete. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10. 5:58 left to play here in the first quarter. No score. Bengals on the move. Cincinnati comes out 4 wide. Rogers in the shotgun. Rogers drops back. Rolls out. Throws, and it's nearly picked off. The linebacker, Andrew Moore, in his 7th year out of Nevada, knocks it down. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 10 for the Bengals at their own 48-yard line, or the Saint 48-yard line. Bengals come out 4 wide. Rogers in the shotgun on 3rd and 10. Rogers looking, throws, caught by Eric Granger out to the 39. He's going to end up a yard shy, gain of 9, as Roberts comes up and makes the play. Ryder Roberts, the rookie out of Oregon. It'll be 4th and 1. Mark Erickson will come on to punt. So both teams have had it once, and both have had to punt. Erickson gets the punt away. Oh, it's off the side of his foot. And that is a 17-yard punt down to the 22-yard line. First down, Saints. Their second possession. 5:24 left in the first quarter, no score. Live from the Superdome, New Orleans, Louisiana. Week 1 here at Jammin' Sports, the first of our late afternoon games. Here in Week 1, all the early games are over. 4 wide, Hicks under center. Hicks to Wilder, and Wilder out to the 25, a gain of 2, and that'll bring up 2nd and 8. Kim Phillips came up and made the tackle, the 4th-year defensive back out of Duke. It'll be 2nd and 8 for the Saints at their own 25. We got the Lions and the Packers after this, and the Texans and the Cardinals after that. On 2nd and 8, Wilder in motion. Hicks throws, and making the catch, Logan Hawks outside at the 27-yard line. A gain of 2, and that'll bring up 3rd and 6. .442 and counting. 5 wide for New Orleans. Hicks in the shotgun on 3rd down. Hicks drops back. Hicks looking, throws, caught, making the catch. That's Tony Brandon, the former Patriot, in his 10th year out of Notre Dame, down to the 37-yard line. A gain of 10 yards and a New Orleans first down. Tony Brandon spent 9 years with the Patriots, now in his first year with New Orleans. 1st and 10, Saints at their own 37-yard line. Hicks in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Hicks to Wilder, and Wilder up the middle, and Wilder all the way out to the Bengal 49-yard line, a gain of 14. The 8th-year back out of Tennessee, James Wilder. And that'll be a New Orleans first down. 3:46 and counting. 4 wide for the Saints. Hicks in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Hicks to Wilder. And Wilder back to the line of scrimmage, no gain. It'll be 2nd and 10. 3.5 minutes left. We're in the first quarter. Opening day for these teams. 2nd and 10 from the 49-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Hicks in the shotgun. Hicks looking. Hicks throws near side. Caught by Brandon out to the 42. That'll be a gain of 8, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2 for the Saints. So Tony Brandon already being productive for the Saints on their second drive of the game. 3rd and 2 from the 42-yard line, 4 wide. Hicks in the gun. Wilder in motion now, 5 wide. Hicks looking, throws, and Wilder can't hang on. He was well covered by the linebacker, Kevin Wilson, in his 7th year out of Maryland. And that'll bring up 4th down. This would be a 59-yard field goal if they want to try it. They'll punt. Jordan Finch back to punt. Finch gets the punt away. A little bit better than his last effort, but it goes into the end zone. Touchback. And the Bengals will take over at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10. 2:39 left to play here in the first quarter. No score. Three NFL games tonight. We'll have 3 on Sunday to wrap up the week. And all day tomorrow, college football. College football Saturday starting at 10 a.m. Eastern time. We'll have 10 games back to back to back to back to back as we start week 2 of the college football season. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Hand off to Granger around the outside, and Eric Granger out to the 21, a gain of a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9. Sean Hammond, the linebacker, in his 2nd year out of Alabama, on the tackle. Got to join us bright and early tomorrow for college football. 10 hours straight. We'll have 10 games. 2nd and 9 from the 21, 4 wide. Rogers under center. Rogers drops back. Throws. Caught. Isaac Curtis down the sideline. Out to the 36. A gain of 15. And a Bengal first down. Michaels on the tackle. Number 36. That's Cedric Michaels. 10th year defensive back out of Arizona. 1st and 10 for the Bengals now at the New Orleans 36-yard line. Rogers in the shotgun. A back on either side. Rogers drops back, throws, and it's overthrown, incomplete. He was looking for Nick Austin, the tight end, incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 36-yard line. Second and 10 from the 36. 5 wide for the Bengals. Rogers in the shotgun. Rogers drops back. Rogers throws, and it's knocked down, incomplete. Kedrick Mosley couldn't hold on, and that'll bring up 3rd and 10. 1:37 left here in the first quarter. Bengals come out 5 wide, empty backfield for Rogers. Rogers drops back. Rogers, and he got hit as he threw, incomplete. The Saints brought the pressure. Number 91, Jackson Ball, the rookie out of Maryland, the defensive tackle. It'll be 4th and 10, and we're going to see yet another punt. This game has been a punt fest early. Mark Erickson back to punt for Cincinnati. Erickson gets the punt away. From the 23-yard line on the return is Garrett Walker out to the 25. And that's where New Orleans will take over, 1st and 10. 1:24 left to play here in the first quarter. No score. It's been a tight game early here between the Bengals and the Saints. Peyton Hicks, the quarterback, in his 8th year out of Tennessee. Hicks in the shotgun. Hicks to Wilder. And Wilder makes his way to the 28-yard line. A gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. On the tackle, number 54, Jerome Charles, the second-year linebacker out of Tennessee State. A gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7 from the 28-yard line. Coming up on a minute left to play here in the first. 4 wide for New Orleans. Hicks in the gun. Wilder in motion. Empty backfield now. Hicks looking. Throws. Caught. Coming across. On the catch, number 86. That's David Thompson, the former Charger, in his 11th year out of Florida. And he picks up the first down. A gain of 8 yards. We're down to 36 seconds left here in the first quarter on 1st and 10 from their own 37. Hicks takes the snap. Hicks looking. Throws down the near sideline, incomplete. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10. He overthrew his receiver, just threw it away. 22 seconds left in the first quarter. We still have no score. Saints come out 4 wide. Hicks in the gun on 2nd and 10. Hicks drops back. Throws near side. Caught by Wilder. And Wilder gets put down at the 33-yard line. A loss of 4 yards. Coming up to make the tackle, Logan Harris, third-year linebacker out of Texas Tech. And that is going to take us to the end of the first quarter. No score here at Jammis Sports. Welcome back to the Superdome, New Orleans, Louisiana. We go to the second quarter, no score. 3rd and 14 for the Saints from their own 33. Hicks in the shotgun, 4 wide. Hicks looking. Hicks throws, caught. That's David Thompson, the 11th year receiver out of Florida, who they picked up from the Chargers out to the 47-yard line. That's a 20-yard gain. First down, Saints. The longtime Charger wide receiver, David Thompson. It's weird to see him in a Saint uniform. 4 wide, 1st and 10. Hicks in the gun. Hicks hands off to Wilder. And Wilder picks up 2 to the 45. And that'll bring up 2nd and 8. The first game of our triple header tonight. We'll have the Lions and the Packers after this. And then we'll have the Texans and the Cardinals from Arizona. On 2nd and 8. Hicks in the shotgun. Hicks drops back. Looking. Throws deep downfield. Jump ball in the end zone, incomplete. He was looking for Tony Brandon. He was well covered by number 29, Henry Jackson, the 4th-year defensive back out of Texas. It'll be 3rd down for New Orleans at the Bengal 45. 5 wide for the Saints. Hicks in the shotgun on 3rd down. Wilder in motion. Hicks back to throw. Throws outside to Wilder, and he overthrew him down the sideline. Incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down. Yep, Texans, Cardinals. We play all the games. It's going to be a hard pick. I did the rosters the other day. They both look improved. Jordan Finch back to punt. Gets the punt away. And that's going to go into the end zone, touchback. And now the Bengals will have it. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Still no score. 6:51 left here in the first half. The Superdome in New Orleans, located downtown, is like 1 block away from Fremont and 2 blocks away from Bourbon Street. If you've ever been. The basketball arena is right across the parking lot. 1st and 10, 4 wide. Rodgers under center. Rodgers hands off to Granger, the fifth-year back out of UCLA. Eric Granger picks up 3 yards out to the 23-yard line. This is the only NFL stadium where the field is actually 1 story above the ground. People don't know that. There's a parking garage underneath the Superdome that goes down into the earth. On 2nd and 7, they throw downfield. Caught. Isaac Curtis down to the 37-yard line. 40 yards. And a first down for the Bengals. Yeah, the field level sits on top of the parking garage. And when you measure the field level from the outside, it's actually a story up. The whole structure is massive. 1st and 10 for the Bengals at the Saint 37-yard line. 6:17 left in the half. Bengals now threatening in almost in field goal range. Rodgers in the shotgun. Granger in motion. Rodgers looking. Throws underneath. And making the catch is Nick Austin, the tight end, down to the 27-yard line. A gain of 9. And that'll be 2nd and 1. Nick Austin in his 12th year out of Texas. Under 6 minutes left to play here in the first half. 4 wide for the Bengals. Rodgers in the shotgun. Rodgers fakes it, throws to Mosley, and Kedrick Mosley down to the 22, a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 1st and 10. First down, Bengals at the New Orleans 22-yard line. Rodgers in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Rodgers looking, throws, making the catch. Mosley breaks a tackle inside the 10, down to the 9-yard line. It'll be a gain of 13 yards for Kedrick Mosley, and a first down for the Bengals. Coming up on 5 minutes left in the half. A rapidly moving first half. No score, that's why. 5 wide. Rodgers in the shotgun. Rodgers looking. Throws. And it's batted down, incomplete. Nearly caught on the ricochet. Batting it down, though, was the linebacker, Andrew Moore. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 9-yard line. 4:50 left in the half. Bengals come out 4 wide. Rodgers under center. Rodgers fakes the handoff. Watch out. Has to throw it away as he gets hit. They brought the corner blitz, number 20. Well, I don't have a 20 on my roster for the Saints. I'll figure out who that is later. I'll look it up. Whoever he is, he brought the pressure. 3rd and goal. Rodgers back, throws to the end zone, incomplete. All right, there's 20. Who is that? Turn around. Let me see your name. Let me see your name, man. Oh, well. It'll be 4th and goal from the 9 for the Bengals. And Luke Jones will come on. This will be from 26 yards to get the Bengals on the board first. The kick is up, and it's good. And the Bengals take a 3-0 lead. Live from the Superdome, New Orleans, Louisiana. Week 1 of the new season here at Jammin' Sports. The first of our late afternoon games. Let me double check the Saints. Yeah, I don't have a 20. Somebody is misnumbered. I'll fix it after the game. I'll find out who it is. 4:39 left to play here in the first half. Jones will kick off. From the 4-yard line on the return. This will be number 85 on the return. That's Alvin Marshall, the 4th-year receiver out of Idaho. Evil Dead's favorite college, Idaho. 1st and 10, Saints from the 26-yard line. 4:35 left in the first half. Bengals up 3-0. The Saints play at Washington next week. They'll take on the Bengals, or the Redskins, excuse me. I'll tell you who the Bengals play next week here in a second. 1st and 10. Hicks in the shotgun. Hicks fakes it to Wilder, looks downfield, throws. Caught by David Thompson out to the 42-yard line. And that'll be a gain of 16. And that'll be a first down for New Orleans. All right, the Saints play at the Redskins, and the Bengals will host the Chargers next week. 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. 4 wide. Hicks back to throw. Hicks looking, throws, and caught. Evan Ferguson, the rookie out of Utah, out to the 47-yard line. 11 yards into Bengal territory and a first down for the Saints. New Orleans trying to get a score before halftime. Down 3-0. 4 wide. Hicks in the gun, 1st and 10. Hicks drops back, throws, and caught by Ferguson. Again, a 5 out to the 42-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 5. 3:40 in counting. Here in the second quarter, Saints on the move. On 2nd and 5 from the 42, 3 wide to the near side. Hicks in the shotgun, Wilder in motion. Hicks back to throw. Throws down the middle, and it's incomplete. Breaking up the pass, number 55, Kevin Wilson, 7th-year linebacker out of Maryland. And that'll bring up 3rd and 5 for New Orleans at the Bengal 42. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead and Braden Man in the house on this Friday. Hicks in the shotgun, 3rd down. Hicks looking, throws outside, and it's dropped by Thompson. It'll be 4th down. Still too long for a field goal attempt. Be 4th and 5. And New Orleans will probably punt once again. Finch back to punt. Finch gets the punt away. Off the side of his foot. He's had punting problems. I mean, that's a 19-yard punt right there. Down to the 23-yard line. He has a 17-yard punt and a 19-yard punt. 18-yard average. 1st and 10 for the Bengals at their own 23. 3:12 left to play here in the half. Bengals lead at 3-0. It's been a scintillating first half. 5 receivers set wide. Rodgers in the shotgun on 1st and 10. Rodgers back. Throws. And caught by Mosley out to the 49-yard line. A gain of 26. Kedrick Mosley. First down, Bengals. He had to reach back for that. Chris Rothman on the tackle. 5th-year safety out of Oregon. Coming up on 3 minutes left to play here in the first half. Great to have everybody here on this Friday late afternoon, early evening. 1st and 10, Rodgers in the shotgun. Granger in motion now, empty backfield. Rodgers throws, and he led his receiver too much. Granger down the sideline. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 49-yard line. Both offenses have been kind of off so far tonight. It'll be 2nd and 10 from their own 49-yard line. 4 wide, Rodgers in the shotgun. Rodgers looking, in trouble, and throws on the run. Caught by Granger all the way down to the 17-yard line. A 37, make it a 32-yard gain. Eric Granger down to the Saints 17-yard line. First down, Bengals, as they are threatening yet again before halftime. Eric Granger in his 5th year out of UCLA. Bengals 1st and 10 from the New Orleans 17-yard line. Coming up on the 2-minute warning soon. They'll get the play off in time, I'm sure. Yep, Rogers looking. Throws near side. Caught by the tight end, Nick Austin, as we hit the 2-minute warning here in the first half. A 6-yard gain by Nick Austin. It'll be 2nd and 4 from the 11-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Rogers in the shotgun. Rogers back. Throws. Caught. Nope. Incomplete. He was looking for Granger out of the backfield. Incomplete. And that'll bring up 3rd down. Both teams still have 3 timeouts here in the half. 1:57 on the clock. 4 wide for the Bengals. Rogers in the shotgun on 3rd and 4. Rogers looking. In trouble now. And has to throw it away. Incomplete. It'll be 4th down. We're going to see yet another field goal. Luke Jones will come on. This will be from 28 yards to put the Bengals up 6-0. Snap, kick is up. And the kick is good. Just inside the right upright. Saints, or the Bengals lead at 6-0. 1:49 left to play here in the first half here at the Superdome in New Orleans. Week 1 here at Jammin' Sports. Misty says hi, everybody. Let's see if New Orleans can finally get something going on offense before halftime. Luke Jones will kick off from the 4-yard line on the return. Bringing it back is Alvin Marshall out to the 25-yard line. Evil Dead says, Guru. Saints will start from their own 25. 1:45 left to play. Don't forget, tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, college football Saturday. 10 games as we do part 1 of week 2. We will post that schedule tonight. I've got it written down. I just need to post it. 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Hicks looking. Hicks throws. Caught by Logan Hawks out to the 49-yard line. A gain of 24. Logan Hawks in his 11th year out of Syracuse. First down, Saints. Henry Jackson, the defensive back, on the tackle there. Down to 1:25 left. Misty is trying to swallow some vitamin B12 pills. She hates swallowing pills. 1st and 10. Hicks looking. Hicks rolls out. And Hicks has to throw it away as he gets hit. Incomplete. The pressure applied by Nathan Langford in his 11th year out of LSU. A homecoming for Langford. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Bengals. Or for the Saints. Excuse me, at their own 49. Hicks in the gun. 2nd and 10. Hicks fakes the handoff. Throws, and wide open down the middle. Logan Hawks down to the 27-yard line. A gain of 25. Actually, it's a gain of 24. Close enough. First down, New Orleans. As we're coming up on 1 minute left to play. New Orleans still has all 3 of their timeouts. They haven't used them yet. They're at the Bengal 27. New Orleans trying to score before halftime. 5 wide, empty backfield for Hicks from the Bengal 27. We're down to 45 seconds. Wilder in motion. Hicks throws to Wilder in the flat. And had he not had to wait on the football, he probably would have scored. It's a gain of 7. To bring up 2nd and 3 from the 20-yard line. The Saints take a timeout. They have 2 left. It'll be 2nd and 3 from the Bengal 20-yard line. Saints come out 4 wide. Hicks in the shotgun. Wilder in motion. Hicks looking. Hicks throws. And it's dropped. by Logan Hawks. He was in between two defenders. I think number 23, Kim Phillips, helped to knock that one down. That'll stop the clock. 37 seconds left in the half. 3rd and 3 for the Saints at the Bengal 20. 3 wide to the far side. Hicks in the shotgun. In motion is Nelson as Hicks throws and caught by Hawks at the 16. A gain of 4. First down Saints. They take a timeout with 33 seconds left. They have 1 timeout left in the half. Lions Packers up next. Texans Cardinals after that. 1st and 10 from the 16-yard line. 4 wide. Hicks in the shotgun. Hicks throws down the middle. Caught by David Thompson. Down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 14. 1st and goal New Orleans. Clock is moving. 20 seconds. They got to get up there. Down to 15 seconds. Wasting a lot of time here. Down to 5 seconds. No time for a field goal. Boy, they wasted a lot of time. They take a timeout with 4 seconds left. I would have called it earlier and took a shot at the end zone. Now their only recourse is to kick a field goal. This will be a 19-yard attempt by Jerome Taylor in his 6th year out of Clemson to get the Saints on the board before halftime. So Taylor from 19. Snap, kick is up. Kick is good. Our field goal fest continues. Bengals lead it 6-3. Live from the Superdome, New Orleans, Louisiana. Week 1 here at Jammin' Sports. Misty has joined us. Say hi, Misty. There you go. And now Jerome Taylor will kick it away. He'll kick it through the end zone, I'm pretty sure. There's the kickoff. They don't want to risk a return. Oh, that hit the crossbar. 2 seconds left. The Bengals will have time for a play at their own 30-yard line. Bengals come out 4 wide. Rodgers in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Last play of the half. Rodgers looking. Rodgers. He's going to throw it deep. A Hail Mary into a crowd on the sideline. Incomplete. Halftime. Halftime score. The Bengals 6, the Saints 3 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to the Louisiana Superdome, New Orleans, Louisiana. Week 1 here at Jammin' Sports. The Bengals lead the Saints 6-3 as we start the second half. The Bengals will get the opening kickoff. Jerome Taylor will kick off for the Saints. This will be fielded at the 5-yard line. Bringing it back for the Bengals is number 26. That's Darius Odom, the rookie out of Illinois. And Odom brings it out to the 25-yard line. Just a 3-point game. William Rodgers, the former Giants quarterback. He left the Giants as a free agent in his 9th year out of South Carolina. Rodgers in the shotgun with the back on either side, 1st and 10. Rodgers, high snap, hauls it in, throws, and it's caught by Isaac Curtis out to the 33-yard line. A gain of 8, and that'll be a Bengal first down. Or actually, no, it's be 2nd and 2. I'm sorry. Got ahead of myself. Bengals come out 4 wide. Rogers in the shotgun on 2nd and 2. In motion is Austin, and they throw out to Austin, incomplete. Pass was broken up by the linebacker, Keaton West, the rookie out of Alabama. It'll be 3rd and 2 for the Bengals at their own 33-yard line. Four wide for Cincinnati. Single back. Rogers in the shotgun. Rogers throws a wide receiver screen out to Ryder Hicks, and Hicks ends up only a 1-yard gain to the 34-yard line. It'll be 4th and 1. Let's see if the Bengals go for it at their own 34-yard line. They probably won't. Back to punt, Mark Erickson. Erickson now playing for his 7th team. Erickson gets the punt away. Fair caught at the 27-yard line. Making the fair catch, number 25, Ben Clements. And now the Saints offense will come back out. 1st and 10, down 6-3. A chance now for the Saints to take the lead if they can get a touchdown. Looking forward to college football Saturday tomorrow. 10 games, all in a row, starting at 10 a.m. Eastern time. If you're on the West Coast, you got to get up at 7 a.m. It's worth it. Wilder in motion. 4 wide. Hicks in the shotgun. Hicks looking. Hicks in trouble. Hicks goes down and fumbles. The ball's laying there, but Hicks alertly picks it up. However, it's a loss of 19 yards all the way back to the 8-yard line. Making the sack, number 95, Cedric Jordan, the 10th-year defensive tackle out of Winston-Salem. I tell you what, that ball just sat there. Heads up play by Hicks. I was going to call him Wicks. 2nd and 29, 4 wide. Hicks under center. Hands off to Wilder. And Wilder picks up 2 out to the 10-yard line. On the tackle, number 21, Mario Smith, the 10th-year safety out of Wisconsin. And that'll bring up 3rd and 27 from the 10-yard line. Five wide for the Saints. On 3rd down, Hicks in the shotgun, empty backfield, 3rd and 27. Hicks looking. Hicks throws it deep. Going for it all. And it's caught. No, it's not. Logan Hawks had it for a moment, but it got stripped away by number 24, Taz Holmes, the 2nd-year defensive tackle out of Nebraska. Cornerback. It'll be 4th and 27. Jordan Finch from his end zone to punt. Still a 6-3 game in favor of the Bengals. Gets the punt away. From the 48. On the return is Darius Odom out to the 46 of the Saints. So the Bengals will start in Saint territory, up 6-3. William Rogers comes out. This has been a defensive game. I mean, obviously, just look at the score. 5:45 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. We get some offensive barn burners, and then we get a defensive game like this. Rogers in the shotgun, a back on either side, 1st and 10. Rogers looking, throws, and he threw it at the feet of Isaac Curtis, incomplete. James Templeton was right there. The 9th-year defensive back out of South Carolina. 2nd and 10 for the Bengals at the New Orleans 46. 4 wide for the Bengals. Rogers in the shotgun. Hands off to Granger. And Eric Granger to the 45, a 2-yard gain. And that'll bring up 3rd and 8. 5.5 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter. Bengals up 6-3. It'll be 3rd and 8 for Cincinnati at the New Orleans 45. 4 receivers, 5 wide actually, as Rogers rolls out in trouble and he gets sacked. Back at the 48-yard line. A loss of 7 yards by Keaton West, the rookie out of Alabama. And that'll bring up 4th and 15 for the Bengals. And now back to punt, Mark Erickson in his 12th year out of Alabama A&M. Erickson gets the punt away. Aiming for the sideline, out of bounds at the 11. A nice punt. And that's where New Orleans will take over, still down only by 3, 6-3, with 4:49 left to play here in the third quarter. Surely one of these offenses will do something eventually. Lions-Packers after this. Saints come out 4 wide. Hicks in the gun. 1st and 10. Hicks looking. Hicks throws. Caught along the sideline by Ferguson. Evan Ferguson, the rookie out of Utah, out to the 25-yard line. A gain of 14 and a Saints first down. On the tackle, Kim Phillips, the 4th-year defensive back out of Duke. First and 10 Saints from their own 25. New Orleans comes out 4 wide. Hicks under center. Hicks drops back. Hicks looking, throws near side, and it's knocked down, diving. Deflection there by number 29, Henry Jackson, the 4th-year defensive back out of Texas. Just dove in there. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 25-yard line. Five wide for the Saints. Hicks in the shotgun, 2nd and 10. Hicks drops back, throws near side, and it's broken up by Kim Phillips. They were looking for Logan Hawks, incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 10 from the 25-yard line. 4:32 left in the third quarter. 4 wide for New Orleans. Hicks in the shotgun, 3rd and 10. Logan Hawks in motion. Hicks throws, caught by Hawks all the way down to the 44. A gain of 19. And that'll move the chains. First down, New Orleans. The longtime receiver, Logan Hawks, in his 11th year out of Syracuse. All 11 seasons with New Orleans. 1st and 10. Saints at their own 44-yard line. Hicks in the shotgun. Hicks fakes it to Wilder, throws, and caught by Ferguson down at the 36. A gain of 8. First down, Saints. Forcing him out of bounds, number 34, Trayon Taylor, the 6th-year safety out of Connecticut. 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line. 4 wide for the Saints. Hicks under center. Hicks hands off to Wilder, and James Wilder out to the 30-yard line. A gain of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. The Saints can take the lead with a touchdown. Neither team has scored one yet. 3.5 minutes left in the third quarter. 4 wide. Hicks in the shotgun, 2nd and 4. Hawks in motion. Hicks throws, caught. Tony Brandon out to the 16-yard line, a gain of 14 yards. First down, Saints. All the way down to the Bengals 16. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead, Brandon Mann in the house. 1st and 10 for the 16-yard line, 4 wide. Hicks in the gun. Wilder in motion. Hicks looking, throws, caught by Wilder. Makes his way to the 10-yard line. A gain of 6 will be 2nd and 4. Down to 2:37 in the third quarter. Still a 6-3 ball game. 4 wide for the Saints. Hicks in the gun on 2nd and 4 from the 10. Hicks Looks to the end zone, throws, caught, touchdown, New Orleans. Tony Brandon, a 10-yard touchdown catch for the former Patriot in his 10th year out of Notre Dame. And New Orleans takes their first lead of the day, 9-6, with 2:24 left in the third quarter. And now Jerome Taylor will come on for the point after. It'll put the Saints up by 4. That was a nice drive by New Orleans. And now the extra point. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. Saints lead at 10-6. A 9-play, 88-yard drive for New Orleans. Live from the Superdome, New Orleans, Louisiana. Week 1, opening day here at Jammin' Sports. It took a while for the Saints offense to wake up, but it finally did. We have the Lions and the Packers after this. And the game Evil Dead's waiting for. The Texans and the Cardinals. He's waiting for that one. You know it. He's chomping at the bit. Taylor will kick off. From the 4-yard line on the return. Trying to pick up the number here. Number 81. That's Ryder Hicks. The rookie out of Oregon. Brings it out to the 26-yard line. 2:20 left in the third quarter. Saints up 10-6 on the Bengals. Here on Jammin' Sports, where's the game that matters? 4 wide for the Bengals. Rodgers in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Rodgers looking. Rodgers throws. And making the catch is Ryder Hicks. Down to the 38-yard line, a gain of 12. First down, Bengals, as we're coming up on 2 minutes left in the third quarter. 4 wide for Cincinnati. Rodgers in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Rodgers hands off to Granger, and Eric Granger to the 40-yard line, a gain of 2. And that'll bring up 2nd and 8. .132 and counting. 5 wide, 4 to one side. Rodgers in the shotgun on 2nd and 8. Granger in motion. Rodgers back. Throws, and he misfired. He was looking for Kedrick Mosley. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 8 from the 40-yard line. Bengals down by 4. This is why they drafted or acquired Rodgers. I was going to say drafted. He was acquired in free agency for times such as this. Rodgers back. Throws. Caught. Making the catch. Ryder Hicks out to the 44-yard line. A gain of 16 and a Bengal first down. James Templeton on the tackle. Coming up on a minute left. Here in the third quarter. Saints up 10-6. 4 wide for Cincinnati. Rodgers in the shotgun. Rodgers to Granger. Right ahead, forward. Out to the 35, a gain of 9. It'll be 2nd and 1. Down to 40 seconds left. Here in the third, 4 wide for the Bengals. Rodgers in the shotgun. Curtis in motion. Rodgers pump fakes, throws, and it bounces off Ryder Hicks. Incomplete. And that'll bring up 3rd down. That'll stop the clock with 20 seconds left. Gracie's here. Say hi, Gracie. 3rd and 1 from the 35-yard line. Rodgers in the shotgun. Rodgers hands off to Granger, and he falls short. She gave a thumbs up. No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up 4th and 1. Bengals will try a field goal. Oh, they're going to go for it. Well, end of the third quarter. Saints up 10-6 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to the Superdome, New Orleans, Louisiana. We go to the fourth quarter. Saints lead the Bengals 10-6. It'll be 4th and 1 for the Bengals. At the Saint 35, they looked like they were going to go for it before we hit the break, and they're going to go for it on 4th and 1. Rodgers in the shotgun. They spread the receivers out. Rodgers back. They throw outside, and oh my goodness, Nick Austin dropped it. He would have had the first down. It'll be a turnover on downs. The Saints will take over. He was about a yard past the marker. Had he caught that, it would have been a first down for the Bengals. $7:58 left to play. New Orleans will take over up by 4. They can make it a 2-score game with a touchdown. Hicks in the shotgun. Hicks to Wilder. And Wilder pushes forward out to the 40-yard line. A gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. I look for the Saints to keep it on the ground as much as possible to eat up some time here. On 2nd and 5 from the 40-yard line. The handoff to Wilder again, straight ahead. Gets outside. Wilder down the sideline. Across midfield to the 43-yard line. A gain of 17 for James Wilder. He got something out of nothing. There was nothing down the middle, so he broke it outside and picked up 17 yards. 1st and 10 from the 43. 4 wide for the Saints. Hicks in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Hicks to Wilder. And Wilder makes his way up the middle down to the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. Another New Orleans first down. Now the Saints, they finally have their act together. Their defense has kept them in this game, and now they're starting to pull away. In the I formation, 1st and 10 from the Bengal 30. Hicks throws, and it's caught by Ferguson down to the 25. Evan Ferguson, the rookie out of Utah. A gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. New Orleans on the move. I've always liked the Saint helmet with the fleur de lis on the side. 2nd and 5 from the 25-yard line. Hicks with Wilder in motion. Empty backfield now. Hicks looking. Throws. Caught. Inside the 10, down to the 8-yard line. Dave Thompson, the former Charger. A gain of 17. 1st and goal, New Orleans. Evil Dead took the Saints in this one. The fleur de lis is just a French flower symbol. It's used on a lot of their flags. Louisiana was a French territory at one time. There's a lot of French influence there. 1st and goal from the 8-yard line. 3 to the far side. Hicks from the shotgun. Ferguson in motion. The handoff to Wilder. Wilder turns inside. No gain. The Bengals were right there. It'll be 2nd and goal. Meanwhile, the clock is moving. 5:35 and counting here in the fourth quarter. Saints up by 4, trying to extend their lead. Be 2nd and goal from the 8-yard line. 4 wide for the Saints. Hicks under center. Hicks drops back. Hicks throws near side. Caught. Upended. Touchdown. Connor Nelson, the third-year tight end out of the University of Washington. A 6-yard touchdown catch. He got end over end at the end here. Watch this. He tried to dive in and got flipped, but he got in. Mario Reese flipped him over. And the Saints go up 16-6. Evil Dead likes this. It's a 2-score game now with 5:12 remaining. And now Jerome Taylor will come on for the point after. Put the Saints up by 11. Kick is up. And it's good. Saints lead it 17-6. 5:12 remaining. Here in the Superdome, New Orleans, Louisiana, Week 1. Opening day here at Jammin' Sports. The first of our late afternoon games on the docket. We'll head up to Lambeau Field when this is over. It'll be the Lions and the Packers, a big NFC Central showdown. Lions made the playoffs as a wild card. The Packers just missed it by a game, making the playoffs last season. There's the kick from the 7-yard line on the return for the Bengals. This will be Darius Odom out to the 31-yard line. 1st and 10 Cincinnati, 5:08 left. The Bengals are down by 2 scores. With their veteran quarterback, William Rogers, the former Giant in his 9th year out of South Carolina. Bengals come out 4 wide. Rogers in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Rogers hands off to Granger, and Eric Granger out to the 37, a gain of 6. I don't know about that. I'd be throwing it. You're down by 11 with less than 5 minutes. I'd be throwing it downfield. It'll be 2nd and 4 from their own 37-yard line. You don't have time to run. You got to get yardage. Rogers in the shotgun on 2nd and 4. Rogers back, throws near side, caught by Austin. Picks up 3 out to the 41-yard line. It'll be 3rd and inches. That'll stop the clock with 4:41 left. Saints up 17-6. 4 wide for the Bengals. Rogers in the shotgun on 3rd down. Austin in motion. Rogers throws a backward pass. Now they throw back. Oh, look at this. A little trickery to Granger down the sideline. Out to the 39-yard line. 20 yards. It was a backward pass, a lateral to Austin. He steps forward and throws it to Granger. All that's legal. The first was the backward pass. You can't have 2 forward passes. That was a nice play. 1st and 10 for the Bengals at the Saint 39-yard line. 4 wide. Rogers in the shotgun. 4:10 and counting. Rogers looking. Throws, and it's overthrown. Looking for Isaac Curtis along the sideline. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10. We'll head to the not-so-frozen tundra of Lambeau Field after this. 4 wide, Rogers in the gun, 2nd and 10. And the Bengals shift. Still 4 wide, single back. Rogers back, throws, and it's caught by Isaac Curtis down to the 33-yard line. A gain of 6, it'll be 3rd and 4. Big 3rd down for the Bengals here. We're down to 3:47. Bengals in the no huddle trying to save time. 4 wide. Rogers back. Throws. Caught by Austin down to the 22. A gain of 11. And that'll be a Bengal 1st down. 3.5 minutes left. Let's see if they go to the no huddle again to save time. Yes, they do. 5 wide, empty backfield. Rogers in the shotgun. Rogers looking. Rogers in trouble. Rolls out. Rogers is going to take off. And Rogers slides at the 4-yard line. A gain of 18 yards. 1st and goal Bengals at the Saint 4. We're coming up on 3 minutes left. The clock is moving. Bengals down by 11. They stay in the no huddle. 4 wide. Rogers back. Rogers throws. Caught. Touchdown. Kedrick Mosley. A 4-yard touchdown catch the 10th-year receiver out of Eastern Washington. And now it's 17-12. And I'm pretty sure the Bengals will go for 2 here to make it a 3-point game. Now they want another look at it. Initially, I thought it was good. We'll take a look ourselves.
Previous play is under review.
It looked good to me. Well, now that we're getting another look, yeah, he definitely has 2 feet in. Cedric Michaels had the coverage there. This should stand.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
Touchdown, Kendrick Mosley. 2:42 on the clock. The Bengals will go for 2. Try to make it a 3-point game. 2-point try. Rodgers in the gun. Rodgers back. Rodgers looking, throws, and he overthrows his receiver in the back of the end zone. He was looking for Kendrick Mosley once again. It remains a 5-point game, and that's huge. Now the Bengals need a touchdown. But first they got to get the ball back. 2:42 left. They'll probably just kick it away. They have all 3 of their timeouts and the 2-minute warning. I don't think they should go for the onside kick here. Too early. I'm sure Evil Dead would agree with that. Wouldn't be prudent. There's the kickoff. From the 7-yard line on the return for the Saints. Number 29, Garrett Walker, out to the 33-yard line. Peyton Hicks, he's had a pretty good second half. That was the touchdown. And the other touchdown, the first touchdown was to Tony Brandon. And then Connor Nelson, the tight end, got upended on his touchdown catch. Saints up 17-12, 1:38 left. The Saints need to string it together a couple of first downs here. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead. Braden Mann in the house. Misty's here. On 1st and 10, 4 wide. Hicks in the shotgun. Wilder in motion. Hicks drops back. Throws, and he overthrows his receiver, Tony Brandon. Incomplete. That stops the clock. I don't know why you throw there. You want to run it. You want to eat up the time. Don't throw unless you have to. 2:35 left. 2nd and 10 for the Saints at their own 33-yard line. Again, a passing formation, 4 wide, single back. Hicks in the shotgun. Wilder in motion. It's definitely a passing formation now. 5 wide, Hicks back. Hicks looking, throws, and making the catch is Wilder out to the 40-yard line. A gain of 7. It'll be 3rd and 3. 2:20 and counting. Saints will probably run it down to the 2-minute warning, I would think. I would. And they do. 2 minutes left in regulation. Saints lead at 17-12 here at the Superdome in New Orleans. Week 1 here at Jammin' Sports. 3rd and 3 from the 40-yard line. 3 to the near side. Hicks in the shotgun. Big 3rd down. In motion is Nelson. Hicks play action. Throws. Why are you throwing? That stops the clock. The Bengals don't have to use a timeout. It'll be 4th and 3 for New Orleans at their own 40-yard line. I don't know why you throw there. I would run. Jordan Finch back to punt. You saved the Bengals a timeout. There's the kick. Fair caught at the 17. Isaac Curtis on the fair catch. 1st and 10 for the Bengals at their own 17-yard line. They're down by 5, but the Saints did them a big favor by passing a lot. The Bengals didn't have to use a timeout. They have all 3 of them. 1st and 10 from the 17-yard line. 4 wide for Cincinnati. Rogers in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Rogers looking, throws near side, and it's incomplete. Broken up by Andrew Moore. Nice play by the linebacker. In his 7th year out of Nevada. That'll stop the clock. 1:48 left to be 2nd and 10. The Bengals need a touchdown. They're down by 5. 1:48 left. Rogers in the shotgun, 4 wide. Austin in motion. Gets it out to Austin. He holds on at the 20-yard line, but it's just a 3-yard gain. On the tackle, number 28, Ray Harris, in his 2nd year out of Portland State. 3rd and 7 for the Bengals at their own 20, down by 5, 1:27 left. 4 receivers set wide. Rogers back, throws, caught by Granger, all the way out to the 38. A gain of 18, 1st down Cincinnati, and they take their first timeout with 1:20 left. Bengals out to their own 38-yard line. 1:20 left on the clock. Bengals come out 4 wide. Rogers under center. Rogers drops back, throws, and is caught by Mosley down to the 35-yard line. 28 yards. Make it 27, down to the 35-yard line. Into Saint territory, and the Bengals take their second timeout. 1:15 left. Bengals need a touchdown, and they're down to the Saint 35. Rogers in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Rogers throws, caught by Ryder Hicks to the 29, a gain of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. Coming up on 1 minute left. Bengals down to the New Orleans 29-yard line. Down by 5. Rogers in the shotgun. Less than a minute. Rogers, he's got all day. He's going to take off. And Rogers picks up the first down and slides at the 22-yard line. A gain of 7. They still have a timeout. We're down to 39 seconds. They're not taking it yet. 35. 1st and 10 from the Saint 22-yard line. Rogers in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff. Throws. Caught on the sideline by Ryder Hicks. Down to the 7. A gain of 15. 1st and goal Bengals. 18 seconds left. Well, I tell you what, if the Bengals pull this out, when TMG watches this later, he's going to be like, yes. 1st and goal from the 7-yard line. 18 seconds. The Bengals still have a timeout. Rogers in the shotgun. Now they shift. Still 4 wide. 3 to the far side. Rogers back. Rogers looking. Throws. Caught by Hicks underneath. And out of bounds at the 7. Or at the 3, I'm sorry. A flag is down. Oh, they got called unnecessary roughness on New Orleans. On Ben Clements on the tackle. He was out of bounds when he rode him down. It'll be half the distance to the goal line. 1st and goal Bengals. Well, that's not good. 1st and goal from the 1-yard line if you're a Saint fan. 4 wide. Rogers in the gun. Rogers back. Rogers looking. In trouble. Rolls out. Rogers is going to take off. He's in for the touchdown. William Rogers, a 1-yard touchdown run with 7 seconds left. And the Bengals take an 18-17 lead. What a drive by Cincinnati. TMG, that was for you. He'll watch this later. And now Luke Jones will come on for the extra. No, they'll go for 2. They'll go for 2. They want to make this a 3-point game. So the 2-point try. Rogers in the shotgun. Rogers back. Rogers throws, and it's batted down. Incomplete. Andrew Moore, the linebacker. So it's 18-17. Bengals lead it with 7 seconds left. How many times is this going to happen to Evil Dead? It was actually number 20 who knocked it down. Still trying to figure out who number 20 is. I'll figure it out later. 7 seconds left. The Bengals will kick it through the end zone. They're not going to risk a return. And I can't say as I blame them. Let the Saints have it at the 30-yard line with 7 seconds left. How many times has that happened to you now in the last couple of weeks? 4 times? Jones will kick off. Through the end zone, like I thought. Touchback. And now with 7 seconds left, the Bengals will take over, or the Saints will take over at their own 30-yard line. Down by a point. They have 3 timeouts, but that's academic at this point. They have no choice but the Hail Mary. Hicks in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Hicks draws back. Hicks looking. Hicks is going to heave it deep into a crowd, out of bounds, and that's ball game. Your final score is Cincinnati 18, New Orleans 17. Thanks for watching here at Jammin' Sports. Lions Packers up next. We'll see you then.